Hey YouTubers. Okay. You know, I'm starting to feel a little like Mr. Rogers. Anyway. Okay. Anywho, it is. I'm still in Houston. And it is Friday, 1:08. July 30th, 2021. Okay. Yeah, I'm just back from running my errands. Yeah, my hair is wet. I have helmet hair now. Right. I did forget to take it one day, so now I just keep it on the handlebars. So, yeah. Oh, just back from, like I said, just ran my errands, filled the freezer. I went to Whole Foods earlier this week. Oh, recognize the shirt? That was my official uniform for this channel at one point in time. Yeah, no. I'm not into trying to be trendy or... Okay. Anyway, went to Whole Foods earlier this week. They didn't have my Supreme. They only had the cheese lovers and the meat lovers version. So I actually ended up getting the Mediterranean, this time gluten-free, the Mediterranean style thing, Open Nature. Broccoli crust pizza, Mediterranean style, gluten-free. Yeah, the thin crust is not gluten-free apparently, so yeah. Made sure I got that one. I did pick up my mail prior to going to Randall's, and only one package. And from the shape of it, I know what it is, but I got an email anyway. Didn't open it, but I saw who it was from. So, apparently this shipping thing is going to be an issue. I was watching the financial news. For some reason, YouTube is now automatically, every time I put in a select something to watch, afterwards they always put on the financial, which is, I guess they do their algorithms, and no, I wouldn't change it. Oh, that is big, huh? I got the big size, but darn, I think that's pretty darn big. Oh, this is an old post office key. I find this very useful. It kind of serves as a pocket knife, because the little itty-bitty pocket knife I once had, they confiscated that in some airport. I don't remember which one. One of the airports I was passing through. Oh, they're going to make me bust open the, what's coming out? Ooh, that is big. Oh, look at the big one. Wow. For anyone, that's pretty damn big. For anyone deciding which mug to get from the gaggle, hey Peter, George, and Buddy. I don't know why they diss Skippy and Robbie, so I don't know. Do Skippy and Robbie pick on Buddy? I mean, is that it? What's the behind the scenes story on that, Peter? Okay. Anyway, well, the handle's pretty big. The handle's bigger than usual. You can like grab it with a fist and almost like a I've never really used a beer stern or whatever, but I mean, that's a big handle. That's a big handle. The mug itself is bigger than usual. I'd call that 1.5 cups. Not quite a 2-cup mug, 1.5, but an extremely large. You can really get a hold of that thing. It's okay, unusually large handle. I even have some extra room. Look at that. Wow. It's like a beer stern, and it's like 1.5 cups. That is a nice. I'm going to go with this thing. That's a nice mug. That is a nice mug. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I did get an email. Gaggle Mug 15. Thank you so much for supporting our project. We have been overwhelmed by the amount of support and encouragement from our still small but mighty Gaggle community. We may continue to grow and keep on challenging the establishment and the treachery that is corporate journalism. Ooh, okay. For a channel that's not political, I guess I shouldn't have read that. But anyway. Okay, Peter and George, there's your little endorsement. Anyway. Yeah. Update. The only thing I've gotten so far is my hoverboard bag. Alright? I went to Fiverr. Did I mention that last week? I don't know. Went to Fiverr. I paid for, I don't know what the heck I was supposed to be paying for. Yeah, I'm switching to Upworks. With this caveat. My own fault. When you really don't know what you want to do, you're kind of asking to be taken advantage of, really. Anyway. So, yeah. I mean, like I said before, it is, I believe I said this before, it is a dog-eat-dog kind of environment. These freelance websites. And, yeah, people don't want to pay these people anything anyway. So, I mean, the only way to live really is to take advantage of people's ignorance and just try to milk them. I mean, charge and do the service, whatever thing, but you're going to try to push, that's like any crooked salesperson, right? You try to push the most expensive thing, even though it's completely inappropriate for whatever they're. That's like a little old lady walking into a used car sales lot, not really knowing what to get, and some sleazeball pushes the biggest and most expensive SUV on her, when all she wants is something to go to church on Sunday. So all she needs is a little pee-wee thing to drive 3 blocks from her home to church and back, and he ends up selling her this big old. That's basically something. And as a matter of fact, pretty appropriate description of what happened to me and what I got charged for and all that kind of stuff. But it's good because she brought up certain issues and situations that made me think, what do I really want? And even at some point, I'm going to put on the fan, excuse me. Even if at some point in time, I do want to do stuff like put out a newsletter or whatever. which at this point is just fluff to me. I mean, if once you get established and all that, and you actually have some and you know, that may be a harsh term for it, but at this point, when I haven't even worked out the nuts and bolts, it's fluff. And let's say I become an established online presence, and I actually have regular customers and all that kind of stuff. I can only see myself maybe hiring a copyright 2-3 times a year to put out a newsletter or something like that, right? I mean, but just for someone that really isn't set up yet, and then pushing this product on them, which, I mean, she told me to go to another website and set up an account. They had a free trial thing, so I'm actually on the free trial thing, that's fine. But it's like a email, it collects or generates email thing. This is for really big email marketing approach, campaigns and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, someone that's only now trying to figure out how the shipping works for this online shopping platform. That was ridiculous. But that's fine, that's fine. I didn't really know what I wanted, and basically testing the waters to see how I want to approach this thing. So, and at this point, still working out. So what's the update on that little story? At this point, I'm just going to I'm doing what I should be doing, working out the nuts and bolts of it. The quality of the products, the shipping, how that works, all that stuff. At this point, I only have one product as far as testing out the quality of it, and I haven't done it yet, right? I brought this person, this freelancer, on board for a fraction of a moment. Now, if she wasn't such a, I'm not going to say she's a crook. I don't want to say that, you know. If she had been a more earnest, I'll use that word, person, if she had been a little bit more straightforward with me and had been a little bit more practical as far as what I needed at this point in time, she could have milked it, because she would have had repeat business. I would have put in a nice review, 5-star. I'm big at giving people 5-star if I appreciate their work, you know. She would have gotten 5 stars, a nice review, and repeat business from me. Right? She would never have gotten rich off me, that's true. I'm a very tight-fisted person. But she would have gotten repeat business. She would have gotten a decent review, an excellent review, actually. But, you know. So, in the long run, she could have ended up getting 10 times more than she did with this cheap shot. She got more money out of me for what she did than she should have, obviously. But that's it. The one and only shot she gets. And no review. And no stars. Yeah, so, whatever. Short term, she got her little hit for whatever it was worth. For my part, I got more out of it because it made me think exactly what do I want to do? How do I see this progressing? And at this point in time, stuff like newsletters and email marketing is fluff. Not that it will always be so, but whatever. I'm not going to knock it completely because I may find that in a couple of years I'm actually doing that stuff. But certainly not now. For now, I do think the store probably needs to be redesigned. New landing page, new form thing, fine. I'll probably also get a copyright to write out the descriptions. Once I get a hold of some of these items, so I can see, to have some real feedback, you know? So when I tell the copyright, I want you to write the description. I actually will be able to tell her something about the item so she can write a decent, honest description about it, right? So, yeah. What I will end up doing, I can see now, since Facebook, I've already had my little thing with Facebook and dealing with them and having to go through someone else to run an ad for me. Yeah, no, I don't see myself approaching it like that anymore. Anyway, influencers. I'm just going to have to deal with influencers and get into all that scene. And yeah, where I need to be right now is where I'm at. Testing out, getting the nuts and bolts of it. I don't even know if I'm staying with Shopify. If I see that I can't really get a hold of the items in a timely fashion, and the quality is questionable, I shouldn't assume that. For now, let's focus on the fact that I can't even get the dang thing over here, this side of a month. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Assuming I do get it. Again, so far, just the hoverboard thing. When I do go for another freelancer, the first part of which will be to redesign my store, Shopify or other store, I may go with their online platform approach. But if it's a question whether I'm sticking with Shopify now or not, but whatever. Let's assume I will be sticking with them. After I get a hold of a few more items and figure out the shipping, I will probably go to Upworks. I will go to Upworks. And yeah, I'll go ahead and put in the headline thing and the description of what I want to redesign my Shopify store for $100. And let's see what kind of takers I get for that. Who contacts me. So that's my update. Continue figuring out the nuts and bolts of the Shopify online platform. Go to Upworks, offer $100 or whatever, or under $100, whatever. To have someone redesign my shop. I'm gonna try to collect the images I've uploaded there, just in case I don't hate what they do to it and want to put my stuff back online. I'll have it nice in a nice one little folder thing on my computer. So I won't have to hunt around and figure out what the heck I did. But whatever. At this point, figure out the nuts and bolts. That means ordering the darn things, seeing how long it takes, seeing what kind of items I have. And from there, go to Upworks, have someone redesign my store, and then I can start looking around for influencers, right? And have them push my products and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. That's where I'm at, boys and girls. Okay, so that's my little update. This week, besides that, I need to read up on my lease to see where I've gotten with that, where I am with that, and hit Target or Walmart and pick up whatever items might be too much of a challenge for a foreigner to go hunt for. Like I said, I don't like haggling. I really don't like shopping. I want to go to a store, pick out an item, and pay for it. So I want to have the prices to so it's like I've already been abroad. I see what's easy to get a hold of and what's not so easy. So yeah, I want to go to Target or Walmart tomorrow and see and get my little unmentionables underclothing, right? So, which again, as a foreigner, unless you know the language, that's going to be, it has enough challenges. It's challenging enough to go and get yourself fed without getting ripped off, assuming you're a budget traveler. If you're a luxury traveler and this is like, then none of what I'm talking about makes any sense to you. I'm talking about budget travelers and the issues and situations they find themselves in. So this doesn't even apply to a lot of people that go traveling, since if you're willing to pay the fork out over the money, you can get anything, and there are plenty of people happy to cater to you. But for budget travelers, it's enough to be able to go to a grocery store, pick up the things you need. If you really need to buy a shirt or pair of pants, go find the stores that actually have prices already on them, which yes, obviously is going to be more expensive than going out into a market if you know how to haggle and deal with all that. But so if you've seen any of my videos, you know I don't do that. So if I can possibly avoid it, right? Situations arise, but for the most part, Okay, so that's my update. I'll let you know how things work out for the rest of my to-do list this weekend. And until then, I am going to nuke my pizza and chill. So we're more than 20 minutes, look at that. Okay, YouTubers, talk to you later.